Panasonic. A better life, a better world.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Fiona Bacani, and you are watching Curve TV, your collaborative construction show, Season 3. Okay, so Curve TV brings you the different sides and faces of the industry like never before. Fresh, inspiring, unintimidating. Join us for an hour of talk and more. Let's get ahead of the curve. So, partners, in our previous episodes, we've presented to you Panasonic Life Solutions, various building solutions for safety, security, control, savings, and new normal. So, in case you missed it, please don't forget to check our Facebook page video section to rewatch the episodes. And tonight, syempre, we have the full team to spread more love and cheers to everyone. But before we call them all in, let us first speak to Mr. Yusuke Tanaka, Panasonic Life Solutions General Manager and Country Head. Okay, so good evening, Sir Tanaka, and welcome back to Curve TV. Would you like to greet our audiences for now?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Fiona. I'm glad to be back again, and I want to tell several stories that we have been through. Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking forward to all those stories. But
Mm.
partners, remember that at the end of the episode, our Panasonic team will select 3 lucky viewers to receive special Panasonic gifts, which will be announced at the end of the program. So we'll also mention all the previous winners from our past episodes. So keep on commenting on our socials and please stick with us until the end. So now, Mr. Tanaka, to get onto those stories, could you please share with us some major achievements and accomplishments of your team despite the current changes in this pandemic?
Yeah. Basically, we, as a life solutions group in Panasonic,
Mhm.
we mainly handles the product for the construction industry. And as you may know, that the construction industry was really affected from the
Mhm.
pandemic situation last year. And most of the construction was stopped, ended, delayed. So I think the people who were in this industry really had a bad experience. But
Mhm.
this year, 2021, it is really have a sign of recovering of the industry, and at the same time, as a Panasonic, we are achieving quite big growth from last year. And I think, of course, one is that the market itself is recovering, but at the same time, as a Panasonic, we have been doing this online activity from last year continuously, so that I think we kept our attention to the industry
Mhm.
of our awareness of what we can do to overcome this pandemic. So I think yes, this kind of activity that we have been doing from last year really had a good result, especially this year.
Yeah, so you could really say that at least
Mm.
staying relevant in an online setup has really helped with brand recall, especially with Panasonic. Now, speaking of online projects, can you please briefly tell us how many product launches and events that you have had or done in this pandemic?
Okay. For the product, we have really introduced several new product. For like ECM market, we have
Mm-hmm.
launched our new circuit breaker. We're, I think, famous for the wiring devices. It's
Mm-hmm.
quite popular in the market, but we have not had the lineup for the circuit breaker for long until now. But this year we succeeded to launch the lineups for the circuit breaker, so that it will help to fulfill the solution in the ECM market. And as activity, as I have said, we have done almost, I mean, more than 100 web seminar in a year.
Wow.
And as you know, even though we started to have several face-to-face activity, but we keep on doing this online activity, as you know, we have still have several travel restrictions, especially in the province area. So
Mm-hmm.
I think this web seminar activity is becoming one of the standard of our activity. And most of all, for the new normal, one of the biggest product that we have, well, we had before, but during this pandemic, we really focused is our Nano Ex technology. And what this Nano EX is, this is the technology that will inhibit or inactivate the virus and the bacteria in the air. So this technology we had this technology from 1990s, like 20 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
more than 20 years ago. But especially within this pandemic, we have proof that in the official test lab that this technology will also work for COVID-19. So we have several product launches. I think we will be showing some of them later on, that uses the technology of this product. And we have had several activity with LGUs or
Mm-hmm.
hospitals or the vaccination area. This is a picture of the activity that we have done with PGH. This product was donated to the PGH hospital, and at the same time, we explain the function of what does Nano EX technology will do. And this activity we have been doing for several months, and I think you know the people I think really concerned right now is really how we can overcome this pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And to right now it's getting better, but we don't know when uh, this becomes serious again. So to prevent, no, we cannot provide some to cure, but we can provide something that can support or prevent from the infection. And I think this activity had a great contribution to increase our awareness in the Philippine market.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a really great thing to hear. You know, the pandemic has affected so many livelihoods, so many jobs,
Mm,
especially in the Philippines. And so
mm,
it's nice to hear that Panasonic, no matter what, is still doing all these things, especially with the Nano EX technology. I see that you have helped PGH and just help improve or at least prevent the COVID-19 situation in the Philippines.
mm,
Now, when it comes to helping, because like you've mentioned, you have helped out PGH. Can you tell us more about other advocacies and missions and just the kind of activities that you've supported as a corporation?
mm. Yes, I think there were several changes during this pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
One thing is that, of course, we have to prevent from the infection of this, serious virus. And as I have said, this nano-EX technology, one of the thing that can prevent, support, And one more is, as maybe you also, there was more time that you have to stay at home
Mm-hmm.
during this pandemic, especially in the lockdowns period. Even me or you, I think same situation, but we are stuck inside home. So, so that means that whenever we were doing the normal life before the pandemic, most of the time we go outside for
Mm-hmm.
work, for pleasure, anything. But right now, most of the time we have to work, stay at home. That means that electricity that you use in house will, increase.
Mm-hmm.
So as you have experienced that, maybe you're surprised on bills and every month that you receive. So I think the awareness of the energy savings has become quite uh, impacted the people in the Philippines. That of course before there has some awareness that bills expensive, but right now it's getting more. So I think the awareness of the cautious of how we can save the energy is one of the key
Mm-hmm.
for the lifestyle. And as we have several products for the energy saving, one is LED lighting. Compared to the traditional lighting, we have more energy efficient and brighter product we can introduce. Not only for the residential, but we have several lineups for the commercial project as well. And we have this has been a long time business with us, but we have solar business.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe before some, especially for the residential market, solar was not so much how to say essential product. But right now, because for this situation, people want to save as much as possible, and our solar solution is one of the key, really big key. So that this kind of energy savings product has really helped, I think, supported the people's life. And of course security product controls, those various product that we have, the awareness has I think get bigger in this
Yeah.
pandemic. So yeah, I think these product had several contribution in this pandemic situation.
Yes, I definitely agree.
Mm.
I think everyone I know, all their electricity bills have definitely shot up since the
Mm.
pandemic started. And honestly, solar energy, that's such a helpful thing. And I'm really
Mm.
glad that Panasonic is, well, for one, not just providing all these essential products to our lives, but at the same time, giving awareness because not a
Yeah.
lot of companies, corporations do that. So props to you, sir. Props to Panasonic for doing that. And earlier, you did touch on just staying at home. It's something that everyone here has done. No one can really go out because movement is limited in the
Mm.
Philippines. So, you personally, sir, I'd like to know how do you
Mm.
keep going when you feel stuck or when you feel demotivated? How do
Mm.
you how do you bounce back?
Yeah, I mean, one of the lessons that we learned from this pandemic, as a personally, me,
Mm-hmm.
and as a group, as a company, I think these situation, pandemic situation, lockdown, I think most of maybe 100% of the people have never experienced this kind of situation, right? So
Yes.
nobody have the experience. That means nobody have the correct answer. So even though how can I spend this time, even though I ask my colleagues in Japan or
Mm-hmm.
colleagues in other countries, they don't have an answer because they haven't experienced this before. So um, we had to do something um, from coming from our own idea,
Mm-hmm.
and but you know we are stuck in home, transportation is shut down, and all the business, most of the business is suspended. So, you know, there's really very limited thing that we could do. But
Mhm.
thanks to all of my members that, they come up with several ideas, even with maybe if we set 100 as the before pandemic, maybe only 10 or 5 activity that we can do. But even though
Mhm.
with that small, no, narrow no, range, we come up with several ideas. Okay, maybe within this restriction, we can do this, we can do that, and that is one of the things that we could boost the activity for the online. And actually, this activity, of course, during the lockdown, it's quite difficult to get the result from this online activity instantly because the market is shut down. But I think the importantness that what we have done is we continuously do this activity, even though there is no progress or even though there's no result. We keep
Mhm.
on doing it of what we can do. Even we can easily give up. Like, there's no progress, there's no feedback from anyone. So let's stop doing this. We can do that. But, we sometimes, we have to keep going, moving forward. And I think at the result of those continuous activity that we didn't give up, I think, as I said in the beginning, we have a good result this year. And actually, from the several other branches from outside the Philippines, we were really how to say respected that these activity right now, as you may know, the situation for the COVID is getting serious in other country as well. So
Mhm.
right now we're getting several advices. I mean, requesting for the advices what we should do. So what did you do during the pandemic in Philippines? Like that. So we could give some of ideas or activities and so on that we can share those things. And I think, yeah, the result of it is, even though there's really small chance or small range of the activity, I think we should seek and search for the way to continue what we can do and maximize what we can do. I think that's the biggest thing that we have learned during this period.
Mhm. So you would also say that it's your teammates, it's you personally. You really don't want to give up, even when all else seems hopeless or when all else
Mm,
seems to not get better at all. So it's really the
yeah,
resilience of the whole team that's been keeping you going. And
yeah,
it's such a nice thing to see, especially with other branches or even other from outside the country contact you personally to
mm,
help them out, share solutions on what we can do to bounce back because the pandemic undoubtedly has been so difficult for everyone else. And
mm,
so once again, props to you, props to Panasonic for that. And with that, just resilience, bouncing back, never giving up. That's only a few things that the pandemic has taught us for sure. So,
yeah.
would you like to share one or two important learnings that you personally have learned, both professionally and personally?
Yeah, as I have said that to even though with very strict restrictions, we
Mm-hmm.
can find a way. And one thing is, um, most of the thing that we have been doing for so many years, we could not do it. To visit the customer, we cannot visit the customer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we sell, uh, we want to sell, but the store is closed, so we cannot sell, right?
Yes.
So this has been a practice for over maybe 100 years to meet someone to sell in the store. This was, nobody doubted that this cannot be done, but it happened. So it's easy for us to give up. Okay, there's nothing we can do. Let's just sleep for whole day and wait for something to be, getting better. But if we have been doing if okay, we just give up, just rest for the 6 months, 7 months. I think the progress of right now that we are achieving will never um, become. So even though with very small things that we could do, we find a way. Is I think is one of the biggest learning that we have done. And secondly, as a personally, as you may know, っていうか I'm a Japanese. I'm a Japanese, and I'm not the Filipino. I have been here for over 5 years now, and I thought that I saw several aspects and the scene of the culture of the Philippines. And we I had several um, thought of what the culture is, but during this pandemic, I really felt that strongness, the strength, or the potential of the really, how to say it, the passion of the people here to never give up and don't just be negative, be positive anytime so that we can move forward. Honestly speaking, I was quite surprised that no, during this pandemic, as a Japanese, I think in Japan they had similar situation in Japan as well. I mean, they were really negative as whenever I talk with colleague in Japan, talking about very bad news every time, being negative, don't know what to do, what's my future, and so on like that. But here in Philippines, of course, the situation much worse than Japan. But the people's mind was really moving forward, looking at the brighter side, and as I said, looking for what we can do now. Even with a small thing, we can start with this, we can start with that. Uh, and I think this kind of positive minding, I really had um, really impressed or moved in this kind of situation. So yeah, even over 5 years now, I still have new things that I can learn from the Philippines.
Sir, that's actually really nice to hear,
Mm,
especially knowing just how bad things have been getting, how serious this COVID situation has been. And it's really nice. Well, while on one hand, it's okay to let out all these negative emotions, but don't stop there. And that's always the Filipino spirit of resilience, of optimism. And I'm glad that you also have applied this to yourself and, of course, to Panasonic. And it's obviously bared amazing results. And so thank you for that. Now, earlier you have mentioned all these things that you have provided. You have come up with the Nano Ex technology. You've done awareness on saving energy and even solar power. But if we and also just overall because Panasonic has been doing so well despite what's been happening in the country. Out of all of those, or even if there's more, is there one thing in specific that you can pinpoint that happened this year that you are most thankful for? It's Christmas, and so it's the
mm.
time of giving and of celebrating and being thankful for what you have. So, is there anything in specific that happened in 2021 that you are very, very grateful for?
Grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly speaking, it is really great to experience again the how to say the scene of the Christmas this year. Really. So when I first came to the Philippines 5 years ago, I was amazed that the people's mind of uh, how big is how important is for the Christmas for Philippine people, right? And every year, starting from September, um, start to celebrate Christmas. I think maybe the earliest in the world to celebrate Christmas, but that was really big event, right, for the Philippine people. And last year, even me felt that. there was very little less thing that we can see in the Christmas season. No people outside,
Mhm.
very less people in the malls, and I felt really sad. And yeah, this year, I think not only Panasonic, I think the effort from all the people in the market, in the industry, several industries that really worked hard to come back to um, the situation before pandemic, and I think that is leading to we can celebrate the Christmas again this year. We don't want to spend the Christmas like we experienced last year. I think that mind really motivated the people here in Philippines. And right now, as I see it, there's many people in the malls, many people in the street, many people in the restaurant to celebrate with their family and friends. And yeah, I think this is the biggest happiness that I feel. And um, if I want to think that our uh, activity that we have done contributed to get this kind of Christmas um, atmosphere back in Philippines.
Yes, actually, what you said earlier about us celebrating Christmas as early as September, and even,
Mm,
keeping the Christmas trees up, the
mm,
decorations up, even past January. That is so true. And it was
mm.
such a sad sight to see, especially last year when no one could go out. Christmas was just spent at home for months on end. And, it's great to see that people are finally out, that. Things have gotten relatively better, and hopefully it only gets better from here. Hopefully we can travel again, sir. You can visit Palawan, Cebu again, and maybe even more. And
Yeah,
so, yeah, hopefully praying that soon enough we'll be able to experience all these things in a face-to-face setup pretty soon. And now, sir, because it's almost Christmas, syempre, there's New Year's. And so, as one of Panasonic Philippines heads, what's your game plan for 2022? And is there anything that we can look forward to with Panasonic in the upcoming months?
mm. Yeah. As I have said that I think and I believe that the market will keep on recovering from the
Mm.
pandemic. Um, and comparing 2020, 2021 this year, I think we had a big recovery. But 2020 was a really special year for the Philippines. And I think we should not compare from that stage because 2020 was like, everyone wants to forget. Yeah, everybody doesn't want to count that year as one of our, life. So to comparing with 2020, I think it's not a really good idea or good target. I think what we have to aim is the growth from the before pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
2018, 2019. So still maybe this year, even after 2 years, maybe it's quite difficult to reach the situation of 2019. But for 2022 and onward, I think the growth that we had before the pandemic, I think we should accelerate more, not just to from the recovery from the pandemic. Um, as you know, we had among the ASEAN countries, we had a very big growth as a country, and we don't want to let this pandemic reset all this growth. I think we have potential
Mm-hmm.
than any other countries. So that just um, getting back to the stage take 2 years. Well, this was something that we cannot avoid. But after this, this we have to go back to the track that is you know in the to aim for the higher stage. So that's our target, and we put that as our main target of the growth to overcome and have more bigger growth before the pandemic. And as I said, and one of the things that we should do is to implement more new product and more new, how to say, new style of activities that it will fit to the new normal. Of course, the face-to-face activity will resume, but as I said, the online activity that we have done during this pandemic, I think this was the one of the new, and we have many findings. And instead of just bring back the old style, I think we can combine with this new style that we have found in this pandemic, plus the traditional style of these activities. And I think we have more options right now, not only by the product, but by the procedures, the process. So yeah, I think you can rely on us of what we can provide next year onwards.
Okay, so thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Really, I am so excited to see what else Panasonic has in store for us next year because you
Mm,
already have done so much in an online setup and in a pandemic at that. And so I'm excited to see this hybrid of some sorts of both traditional and the new normal and just see what other things you have coming for us next year. So thank you
mm,
once again, Mr. Yusuke Tanaka, everyone. Thank you very much for sharing your time with us here at Curve TV. And of course, we also thank you for allowing TV to be a part of all your activities. And hopefully, we're
mm,
looking forward to more. So
mm.
stay safe once again, sir, and
Yeah,
may you have the happiest holidays.
yeah, you
So
too.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so partners, please stay with us. Curve TV will be right back with more of Panasonic Life Solutions.
You're mine, always you're mine, forever you're my reality. You're my sunshine, you're my best times, you're my anomaly. And I'd choose you in 100 lifetimes. I choose you. I choose you.
Panasonic.
We Filipinos are world famous for our smiles. But the past 2 years have made these harder to see, harder to come by. But we're also world famous for acting together to overcome any challenge and disaster. We're acting together to bring back the quality air, so important for quality life. The quality air that can make it easier not just to breathe again, but smile again. Let's all act together and make this the year we bring back our world famous Filipino smiles. Panasonic.
Okay, welcome back everyone to Curve TV Season 3. So ayan, later on we'll be reading some of your comments on Kumu on Facebook, just everywhere. Guys, don't forget to comment down below kasi ayun nga, reminder at the end of this episode, our Panasonic team rather will select 3 lucky viewers to receive special Panasonic gifts. So ayan, we will be announcing it before the end of the show. So keep commenting, guys, on our socials, and please stay with us up until the end. Ayan. So hello, guys. Now we have a very, very special team joining us tonight. Syempre, eto na sila. Ayan. Ayan. So, hello, guys, and good evening. Would you like to have a quick round of introduction? So, just introduce yourselves and what solution do you handle? Who would like to start?
I think good evening, everyone. So I am Nico. You can call me just Nico. I am the one in charge with system security solutions.
Okay. I'm Gerard. I'm the one who handles the wiring devices and switchgear protection, or our newest product, MCB. So you can call me Gerard.
Okay, so thank you, Nico and Gerard.
Hello,
Okay.
good evening. I'm Prince Ibanez. I handle control and saving solution, the solar panel, and as well our new product, the PNG or portable Nano Ex generator and RE as well as a new normal product.
Okay, also I'm Jefferson Delonza, so I'm handling the lighting section for Sonic LED, yeah, for cities.
Ayan. So, hello everyone. Welcome to Curve TV Season 3. So, sige ngayon, magkaka-casual. Kumustahan lang tayo. Game ba yan? Game. Sige. So, kamusta naman kayo? Eto, ganito. May plans na ba kayo for Christmas? Dahil Christmas season na. Ayan, nakabili na ba kayo ng mga Christmas gifts nyo?
Medyo ano kami, team Christmas rush kami.
Yung bahay.
Init, ganun.
What about the rest?
Ako nag-aantay ako regalo.
Ayan. So guys, bigyan niyo raw siya ng regalo ha sa mga comment section dyan. O, baka. Okay. So, paano naman, nakapunta na ba kayo ng Bora o ng LU? O may plano pa lang? Pag medyo lumuwag na lahat, pupunta na kayo.
Sa Boracay.
Yes, LU pa lang LU, pero Boracay wala pa.
Pera na lang po.
Next year siguro, next year.
Takot sa swab
Next year.
Yeah.
Ay! Sobrang sakit niya, no? Pero ayan, hopefully makapunta tayong lahat sa Bora, sa LU, sa Siargao, sa kung saan pa man yan. Tapos ngayon, dahil nagbukas na rin ang mga cinemas, nakanood na ba kayo ng mga movies? Or may plano kayo? Baka may date? Ganyan.
Ito, maraming date to eh.
Oh, sabi na eh.
Ano pa lang, kasi waiting kami sa screening ng Spider-Man.
Oo nga. So may Spider-Man fans pala tayo dito. Sana soon. Ang dami na ngang spoilers online. So stay away from YouTube for now. Okay. So sige, now let's talk about you, your team, and just how you've been coping through this pandemic. So any two members can answer. So what's a major challenge that you've encountered professionally during this pandemic? So siguro Sir Prince and Sir Jeff can start.
Okay. For me, siguro yung difficulty talaga communication sa mga customers namin, lalo na yung mga pag nag-represent kami during online meetings. So nandiyan na yung mga weak connection, yung connection problem sa internet. But eventually, we cope up naman and nakapag-adjust naman lahat, even our customers, para nagkaroon sila ng maayos na communication with us. So far, okay naman.
Okay, so talagang ang hirap nga 'pag online setup kasi isipin niyo kunwari
Yes,
nag-uusap lang tayo ngayon, tapos biglang may ma-disconnect or,
correct.
na grabe talaga yung mga internet problems na yan. Talagang for me rin personally, mas okay yung face to face 'no? Kasi ayun, parang
Totoo,
mas genuine siya, walang internet problems,
correct.
ganyan. But I'm happy to know na at least Panasonic has been getting by. Um, easier communication with your consumers, syempre, and with one another. So I'm glad to hear that, Sir Prince. What about you po, Sir Jeff?
Ah, for me siguro, ano, yung sa pandemic, di ba, ang sa atin lahat, parati, lahat ng communication, kasi, for us, ano tayo eh, kumbaga systematic tayo for professionally. So, may mga nangyari na talagang binit at so, siguro yun yung pinaka naging challenge sa profession na amin, lalo na po for kasi yung mga
Yeah.
talaga cost.
Ayan. Okay, medyo nagkaka-technical difficulties ata tayo ngayon sa mic.
Ayan, okay.
Ayan, better. Ayan, so thank you so much for sharing those with us. It has been very difficult to adapt, especially in this pandemic and this whole online setup na very limited ang movements everywhere. And so I'm still happy to know nga na Panasonic has been getting by smoothly, even doing more than syempre compared to 2020, like what Mr. Yusuke mentioned earlier na talagang really doing so much better. And I'm excited to see what else you can do in 2022. Now, let's move on naman to Sir Gerard and Sir Nico. So, would you like to briefly share with us your most unforgettable after sales experience from the time you started your career in Panasonic and why? Bakit siya naging unforgettable?
Ako ano eh, baka ano 'to, way back 10 years. Eh, medyo matagal din ako sa company.
Talagang throwback.
So siguro sa akin yung most unforgettable yung first ko na ano, na, trouble from the, there's a certain project na nagkaroon ng parang fault yung product. Pero it
Mhm.
turns out na upon investigation, yung naging fault siya nung, contractor, kaso hindi inaamin nung contractor. So,
Hala.
ang naging result is parang kami na lang yung nag-adjust, kami na lang yung nag-shoulder nung warranty, ganito, ganyan. Kasi at the end of the day, yung brand namin yung nakaharap dun sa customer. So, kami na lang
Totoo.
yung tumanggap nung consequences. Yun siguro yung unforgettable challenge para sa akin.
Grabe, and that was 10 years ago.
Yes.
Sobrang
Pero
unforgettable nga naman. Ayan, so what about you, Sir Gerard? Ganyan din ba kalala yung contractor niyo
Actually,
before?
hindi siya after sales, pero it's an activity. So, nung unang pumasok kasi ako dito, sa akin naman 10 months ago. Ayan, my first year here is, we have been doing the visiting our respective clients, actually yung retailer development na tinatawag. Kasi I'm handling wiring devices. So, hindi ko in-expect na ganun pala siya katindi. Yung extreme. So, ang suit ko pa nun is parang nag-polo shirt ako and the formal style, parang gano'n. And then, yun pala, magbi-visit kami ng 20 stores per day, parang gano'n. So, ang nangyari, nagmukha akong basang sisiw. And I didn't expect that challenge actually. Yan. Hindi siya upstairs, pero the relationship there is ganun din dahil iba-ibang tao yung kinakausap. Hindi lang siya isang type ng tao eh. So, and there's our different nationality actually. So, even hindi Pinoy, may Chinese pa, may other. Kaya yung culture, yung way ng pakikipag-usap natin is parang iba. So, yun yung naging challenge sa akin sa unang year ko dito sa Panasonic.
Grabe, mga ilang years ago yun.
Magti 3 years pa lang naman po ako dito.
Ayan. So, grabe nga naman. Talagang ang daming mong changes na kailangan maranasan sa journey na yon na iisang araw. So, ayan, congratulations, Sir Gerard, for that. Sige, let's ask the same question to Sir Prince and Sir Jeff. So, kayo naman, what are some of your most unforgettable after-sales experiences?
For me, ano siya, medyo good siya. Since,
Ayan, okay.
nagkaroon kami ng, customer project, Japanese company. So, nagkaroon kami ng chance na magkaroon ng, trip sa Malaysia. So, tinur namin yung dalawang engineer nila para makita yung, actual production line ng solar
Mhm.
panels. So, nakakaano lang, nakaka-proud na merong gano'ng support yung company, si Panasonic, para dun sa mga gano'ng projects namin. So, talagang yung experience na yun, sobrang ano, hindi ko makakalimutan kasi first time kong mag-abroad no'n. Kaya and first time ko rin makasakay sa airplane, so talagang ano, memorable talaga siya sa'kin.
Grabe, sobrang wholesome. Tapos feel ko nag-enjoy ka rin sa Malaysia. Even if it's a work trip, syempre,
Yes.
as in, it's me personally as well. If I were to go on a company trip like that, siguro sobrang unforgettable din yun for me. So, congrats, Sir Prince. What about you, Sir Jeff? Ganun din ba ka-wholesome? Or medyo horror story tayo ngayon?
Uh, One siguro yung project na uh, nagano kami, nag-dial lang design kami. So, siyempre, ano yan, simulation siya, bali computer lang. No? So, ang kailangan nun is actual. So, it turns out, upon installation ng lighting, kung ano yung locks na kailangan nila, bigay namin. At the same time, yung word of mouth, yung marketing na gano'n. So, sobrang ginaya siya ng ibang mga project from that area. So, they're using Panasonic energy. So,
Ayan.
yung
So, talaga. So, kayo nga ang blueprint, ang trailblazers, ano, you would say? Okay. Sige, now let's move on to the next question. So, syempre, given that Panasonic is a major brand, may mga misconceptions pa ba ang mga tao, especially when it comes to your products for life solutions? Let's start again with Sir Jared and Sir Nico.
Misconception. Actually, ang number one talaga pag naririnig si Panasonic is the price. Yun yung misconception. Pag narinig yung Panasonic, mahal. Ah, so, yun yung gusto naming tanggalin eh. Kumbaga, stigma na pag naririnig is expensive, Panasonic. So, from us kasi, we are not looking the value of the money, but the value of life. Kasi kung ikaw ay gagamit naman ng, there's a difference between cheap and affordable eh. So yung cheap is less price, sabi mas makakamura ka. But affordable is you're paying with the money, with the worst actually, yung may worst na pagbabayad. That's why Panasonic is continuously developing our products to assure na we can provide the solution. Yeah. So, giving, siyempre, dahil yan ay higher solution, so mayroon ding katapat na price. Ayan. So, hindi lang siya mahal. So, we are giving the quality of
Tama.
yung kailangan.
And I guess you could also say na it's an investment, no? Kasi
Yes.
syempre you're spending this amount of money for certain products, but at the same time, they deliver. And so, gano'n naman talaga na at least it's a win-win situation. So, ayan.
Yes.
What about you, Sir Nico? Do you share the
Siguro
same
yung
sentiments or meron pa? Yes, go ahead.
for me, the same lang din siguro kasi yun talaga yung common na na-encounter namin sa market na once na sinabing Panasonic ay branded yan, mahal yan, gano'n. So, tinitingnan lang talaga nila yung figures. That's why I think a year ago, isa sa mga naging common na marketing strategy namin is maximizing the use of Japan quality logo. I think if you can see the red
Yes.
logo at my back. So yan yung isa sa mga pinromote namin kasi we are actually promoting talaga value for money. So you're not just buying the product. With our yung predecessor pa namin, national pa, kung mapapansin nyo naman, there's still actual appliances, mga wiring devices na under national brand pa hanggang ngayon gumagana pa rin. So they've been using this for 30, 40 or even 50 years ago. So yun yung talagang sinisell namin sa market. Generally, yun talaga price for me din. Same with Jera.
Price. I mean, syempre at this time, especially pag pandemic, no, parang people are more careful, I guess, about their money kasi ang dami nang gastusin, ganyan. But at least, once again, very quality naman talaga yung products nyo. And that's, something that I think really surpasses kahit yung price. Kasi if you do buy cheaper products, tapos hindi rin siya gumana or hindi rin siya quality products, then you're spending more and more rather than investing in one good product. Ano? So, yon. Sige. Now, well, since we're on the topic now of challenges, what's the most challenging project naman that you've handled pre-pandemic and during the pandemic? Tapos, how were you able to deliver the required solution? So let's go back to Sir Prince and Sir Jeff.
Siguro for that question, basically, as we expect during the pandemic, in general, hindi lang naman yung product na hina-handle ko. Magkakaroon kami ng difficulty sa to look for projects or sales. But unexpectedly, during this pandemic, in 2 years' time, yung specifically sa solar, yung product na hina-handle ko, nagkaroon kami ng malaking growth. So, nagkaroon kami ng maraming projects. So, yung scenario na yun, talagang nag-focus kami doon para maging ma-introduce namin yung mga bagong product namin na solar panels. Kasi nga during pandemic ang hinahanap ng tao is yung savings. Particularly yung electricity savings. So ang ginawa na lang namin, we monitor na lang yung mga deliveries ng mga purchase na panels ng mga dealers namin and mga customers namin.
Ayan. So actually, really good idea nga yung solar panels, especially at this time. Kasi talagang lahat naman ata talaga nagtitipid and sobrang laking gastos nga nung electricity, lalo na kung nasa bahay ka lang, ano. And so what about you, Sir Jeff? What are some challenges or what's the most challenging project naman na you've handled pre-pandemic and during the pandemic?
Pandemic siguro, challenges talaga per project. Wala dito sa Luzon, nasa Mindanao. So, siyempre mahirap para sa amin and then yung communication for the other language and other So yun yung pinaka problems or challenges. Then, ano nangyari naman, sabi ko nga, we able to adjust kung ano yung usual na ginagawa namin before. And then yun, sa mga projects, so, yun, may mga projects pa kami ngayon na dati impossible siyang magawa kasi puro online ngayon, magagawa na. You can do online na lang din at the same time yung like lighting system. So we do simulation ng dial-up. So sa biocomputer, so design siya by computer. And then ang next question, yung actual. So most of our projects naman, the good thing ang our products, kung ano yung simulation mo doon sa dial-up design, yun din yung makukuha mo in actual. Yeah, so yun yung advantage when it comes to LED lighting.
Okay. So thank you so much, Sir Prince and Sir Jeff, for sharing all these challenges. It truly has been a difficult time. Pero syempre, bounce back tayo, di ba? Ganyan yung Panasonic, bounce back lang palagi, di ba? Tama! Ayan, so kayo naman, Sir Gerard and Sir Nico. What are some of the challenges or most challenging projects that you've handled pre-pandemic and during the pandemic?
Challenges.
Challenges.
Siguro sa projects na cover na ni Prince, no, yung tsaka ni Jeff, yung limitations pagdating dun sa mga distance, tapos yung mga restrictions sa job sites, yun sobrang hassle talaga nun. Ang hirap mag schedule on-site kasi kailangan mong magpa-swab test pa or ganun. Tapos sa part naman namin, ang pinaka-challenge din sa amin, especially for us na sales, when we are conducting product presentation, yung naka-mask, yun.
Ang
So even
init.
yung discussion lang din sa sa mga yung mga meeting namin with professionals. So sobrang hirap magsalita, nakakahingal yung makipag-usap ng naka-mask. So yun yung isa sa mga challenge lang talaga na encounter ko. But aside from that, sa projects yun, common lang din yung na-experience ko with Prince and Jeff, Jared.
Yes, actually totoo. Ang hirap lang kahit lumalabas ka or naglalakad na naka-mask. Talagang hindi ka makahinga or hinihingal ka palagi. Kaya understandable. Very, very understandable. So what about you, Sir Jared? Same din ba? Or may kakwento ka pang ano dyan? Challenge
Um,
dyan?
yes, actually, yun nga, yung bukod sa mas may face shield pa nun, di ba? Hindi pa inaalis. So, tapos sa most challenging actually from our side is we have met a project which na-offeran sila ng fake products or yung nabeke fake Panasonic na switches. So parang may quote nag-offer sa kanila and then parang sobrang mura or yung baga kahit sa mga other brands is mas mababa pa yung price niya. So very fishy na, parang hindi siya kapani-paniwala. So ang nangyari doon is parang binabalikan kami nung after sales about bakit daw yung iba hindi gumagana, bakit may
Nasunog.
may kasi ang nangyari, this is manufactured pala dito sa Pilipinas. So, para lang sa kaalaman ng lahat, is ang wiring devices ni Panasonic are all imported. So, wala pong factory si Panasonic dito sa Pilipinas. So, yun yung nangyari. And parang syempre, dahil Panasonic yung pangalan, kami yung sinusu. Kung kami yung binabalikan. So, that's why, from that, explain namin na, yun nga, fake pala yung na sa kanila. Until we have yung discover namin yung root na yun nga parang dito lang nanggaling sa Pilipinas din yung product.
So ano po nangyari after that? Paano niyo po siya na-resolve?
Actually,
pagkatapos nun?
Panasonic has been doing the collaboration with DTI para ma-stop yung ganong activities. So from that, there are areas actually kasi na pati yung ibang area doon sa part na yun is na-offeran din. So we have conducted a test buy. Yun yung ginagawa actually namin from our side. We are being undercover to buy those products na actually yung mga ano dun retail stores din, mga retailers din. So syempre ikaw as retailer, bibili mo yun kasi mura. So ang ginawa namin, we have test buy kung meron ba kayong Panasonic products. And then, actually meron silang tinatawag we have the local, sabi. Yung mas affordable.
Parang class A, class B.
So, as Panasonic employee or staff, nagtaka, anong local? Parang ganun. Parang wala naman kami gayong in-offer. And then, ayun. So, na-discover nga na it is a fake product. So, afterwards, we have sent warning letters lang naman actually na you are selling fake products. So, para hindi kayo madamay sa magiging action ni TTI or whatever ni Panasonic is you should stop and also makipagtulungan kung saan nanggaling yung mga products ni source. Yeah. So,
totoo kasi ayan, actually totoo kasi yung pangalan niyo na naman yung nakasalalay, 'di ba? Sobrang hirap talaga na kayo pa yung nadadamay because of all these fakes and once again mga cheap products that aren't quality talaga. So now, Sige. Now let's talk about your specific solutions. So, isa-isahin natin kayong lahat, okay? Tapos if you have more info to add for the sake of our viewers, lalo na yung mga may requirements for their projects, please share with us mga important facts and even benefits about your solution. So, sige, let's start again with Sir Prince. Go for it.
New Year's resolution.
Hindi solutions, product solution.
New solution.
Sir Prince, nakamute po kayo.
Buti hindi na.
For
Ayan.
the new solution, for my product that I handled, yun nga, we have control and saving solution. We have the solar panel lineup. So yung bago naming product is yung 450 watt mono PERC with a high efficiency of 20.7%. Then we also handle we offer as well the new normal products, the PNG and RE. So meron siyang Nano Ex Technology. So yung technology na yun, it applying a high voltage to Nano EX device, so mag-i-emit siya ng 4.8 trillion OH radicals per second that will clear our air. Yan.
Ayan. So, thank you so much, Sir Prince. Kayo naman po, Sir Jeff.
LED lighting naman, if you have requirements not ano lang din, residential and industrial, we have two category. So we have commodity lighting and then we also have yung professional lighting. So if ever meron kayong kailangan for commodity lighting sa mga bahay, ganyan, we also have na available siya sa aming mga partners. And then we also have yung professional lighting like sa mga factories, industrial, street lights. And so the good thing with Panasonic lighting, we can help you for the design. And so for mga architects and then yan, we can conduct trainings then. So for LED lighting. So yun yung advantage namin. And the second siguro masasabi ko na lang din, Panasonic LED lighting is safe and quality. So LEDs not created equal, kumbaga.
So, yan ang hindi fake talaga. Totoo. Ayan. So, thank you so much, Sir Prince and Sir Jeff. Ngayon naman, let's move on back to... Ayan. Ayan na nga sila. So, game Sir Nico and Sir Gerard, go share with us your specific solutions.
Okay, so as I said earlier, I'm handling wiring devices. So wiring devices are switches, outlets. We have also sensors and other auxiliaries. So available naman actually yung mga different series namin sa aming catalogs. So available sa website. And I just want to highlight our newest product, the MCB, miniature circuit breaker, DIN rail type. This was a Panasonic na actually, Panasonic product. So this is already available in the market. Yan. So kung nagtatanong ba itang Panasonic breaker, sabi nila. So first time heard, ayan. So it is already available in the market. And this is rated from 6 to 63 ampere and 80 to 125 ampere for our high ampere. And then we have also the residual current circuit breakers. And so available din yan if ever other projects are interested. And we have also the distribution box for this. And so kung magtatanong man sila, meron bang enclosure? Yes, we do have. It's available also. And lastly, if you have, kung may requirements kayo, you can send us through email, or we can visit your site for inspection, and that's for free. Walang bayad yun from the side of Panasonic.
Nice. Ayan. So, thank you so much, Sir Gerard. Talagang may show and tell pa tayo dito. May live selling na nagaganap, guys. So,
Mayroon pa.
pamain na
Screenshot
lang
na
sa
lang po.
comments. Pamain na lang sa baba. Hindi. Okay. So, what about you naman, Sir Nico?
Yeah, so I'm the one in charge with system products, and basically we're offering security solutions. So this is different from security cameras. So what we are offering is basically for fire security, promoting our fire alarm system, which is very smart and false alarm proof. Kasi one of the major problem talaga ng fire alarm is false alarm. So we have developed certain adjustments sa mga technologies na can cover yung problem na yon. And we can say that our system is false alarm proof talaga. And then additionally, covering the security solution, we have our newest product, yung aming door products. So we are now offering different door accessory product and even the auto door system. So yung the one you can see on the malls, yung automatic nag-open and close yung door pag may presence ng human. So yun, part na rin yun ng solution namin na binibigay for security. And I just want to add yung in terms of control, aside dun sa mga manual wiring devices and switches and outlets na ino-offer namin, we are also offering automation systems. So we have our existing product right now, which is a full two-way system, basically for lighting lang. But in the near future, siguro next year, we will be joining na rin yung market ng home automation. Yung using your mobile devices lang, you can control the lights, audio, TV, even the aircon, thermostat, lahat. So just with the use of your smartphone. And of course, there's still an integration with manual switches, even touchscreen panels. So yun yung mga aabangan ng mga loyal customers namin on the years to come. So yun yung aming solutions.
Okay. So, thank you so much. And if I remember correctly, sa site nila tumahanap, no? All these things, syempre, to make our lives just easier, more efficient, and better. 'Di ba? So, everything they can find on your site, right?
Yes.
Ayan. So, thank you so much to our engineers. Now, sige, isa-isahin ulit natin kayong lahat. Just tell us the most important lesson that you've learned through, syempre, yung collaboration with your clients and also your partners. So, let's go back to Sir Prince and Sir Jeff.
Okay. Important lesson siguro that I've learned yung proper communication sa customers and yung kailangan nakikinig ka sa kanila doon sa mga need nila. So then yung if ever yung commitment mo, if ever ma-deliver mo yung mga necessary requirements na kailangan nila para in the long run magkaroon kayo ng good business dealing.
Yes, I agree. Talagang communication and pulling through with what you've promised your customers. So very talaga naman communication is key. Super. So what about you, Sir Jeff?
Siguro for me, siguro for
Relationship for the partners. As well as yung sinabi nga nila, ni Prince na commitment. Kasi not just for not for lang selling. Still you have after sales commitment for your partners and yung client. So gano'n si Panasonic.
Ayan, so commitment naman kay Sir Jeff. What about you, Sir Gerard and Sir Nico?
Sige, so yung sa akin siguro hindi naman natutunan pero nahasa yung patience. Kasi especially if you are into projects, maraming professionals yung nakakausap mo. You're talking not just from the top, even yung mga workers, laborers, nakakausap mo rin sila to explain kung paano install yung product. So from a different point of view, from different types of people, different types of professionals. So you have to develop a certain kind of patience pagdating sa pag-deal sa kanila, pakikipag-usap. And yun, siguro for me, yung na strengthen tsaka na-develop.
Patience. So actually, nagta-tie in together lahat yan eh. So meron na tayong communication, may commitment, may patience. O ano naman sa inyo, Sir Gerard? Ikumpleto na natin to.
Yan na, parang relasyon lang talaga yan. So,
Connected.
Proper relationship is katulad yung mga nasabi niyo. Actually, lahat yun eh. Lahat yun na-practice ko lalo itong pandemic. And that leads to a good personal, actually not just business relation, but personal relationship with the client. Lalo't iba't ibang tao yan. And then iba-ibang approach. So, we need to read the room, parang ganun. So, matuto tayong makiramdam kung paano yung pakikisama or yung treatment natin sa bawat client. So, that leads to yung relationship na. So, gagamitin natin yung patience, yung communication. Yan. Parang jowa lang yan. Parang girlfriend.
Oo. So, ayan. Full circle na tayo. Lahat yan talaga. Communication, commitment, patience, good relationship. And that's what makes Panasonic a really amazing corporation, I feel like. Kasi, ayan, you have everything and you also have this engineers, this team who all work together to ensure that this is given to each and every consumer. Kaya, congrats guys. Parang ang relationship ito, ano? Talagang nilahat siya. And so, ayan, actually, so we're done with the more serious questions. Ngayon, let's just have some fun. So, para lang tong talk with Tito Boy. So, magpa-fast talk lang tayo. So, ayan. As in, sobrang short na answer lang. Tapos, pwede mag-comment if necessary. Pero, hopefully, isang tanong, isang sagot. Game ba? Game tayong lahat.
G.
Oh, sige, game.
Go.
Okay, game ah. So, unahin ko ganito. So, nasa screen ko ngayon si Sir Gerard, tapos si Sir Nico. Okay? Tapos si Sir Prince, and then si Sir Jeff. Game? Okay, game. So, 3, 2, 1. What weird food combinations do you really enjoy?
Mayonnaise and banana.
Huh?
Food combination, di ba?
Berries and... go.
Mayonnaise and banana.
Mayonnaise and banana? Oh my gosh. Okay, sige. Weird nga. Sir Nico, go.
Akin sa sausawan siguro, ketchup tsaka patis.
Okay, ketchup and patis. What about you, Sir Prince?
Kapeng may gatas, tapos kanin.
Okay, sarap na ulam. What about you, Sir Jeff?
Ice cream tsaka pag-uog.
Okay, sige. Next question. What's wrong but sounds right? Oh, napaisip tayo dyan. So go, Sir Gerard.
What's wrong but sounds right? May sagot ko yan. Living on time. Tama ba?
What's right yan?
What's right? Seems wrong ba yan? Mali ba?
Pass.
Pero parang, di ba? Baliktad pala, no?
Sa akin naisip ako, pero hindi ko ito ginagawa. White lies.
White lies. Oh, tama.
Flavor.
Tama. Oh, what about you, Sir Prince? Hala, kinabahan.
Mga truthful kasi kayo eh.
Ano po yun, Sir Prince?
Siguro
Sige.
Sige.
Ewan. Ikaw, meron ko ba?
Sir Jeff, ikaw.
What's wrong with
There it is.
Ano tong nangyayari?
Pwede rin.
Nanonood pa yung wife mo. Gab. Tapos,
Okay, next question naman. Sige, ito. Faster. Bilisan natin. So, game. What old person things do you do? Isa lang. So, 3, 2, 1, go, Sir Jared.
I'm sorry,
sorry,
but
nag-stutter.
ano yun?
Ah.
Ano yung miss yun?
Okay, isa pa. So, what old person things do you do? Kahit isa lang. What old person thing do you do?
Listening to 80s music.
Actually, ako rin. What about you, Sir Nico?
So, ako wearing washed jeans, gano'n. Straight
Wearing
cut.
washed jeans. Straight cut.
Bell bottom.
Okay. Mahilig din ako sa bell bottom. Ako rin. As in, what about you, Sir Prince?
Siguro same with Gerard. Pero listening to Tagalog rock music.
Tagalog rock music. And Sir Jeff?
Reading newspaper. Nagbabasa ako.
Reading newspapers. As in yung old school na papel talaga? Wow! Grabe! Kasi ngayon, everything's online eh. So, ayan. Okay, next question. What is your guilty pleasure? 3, 2, 1, Sir Gerard.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Fair.
Okay.
What about you, Sir Nico?
Ano sa akin? Pares.
Pares. Okay, Sir Prince?
Puro food. Yomi.
Lomi. Grabe pa siya, sabi niya, puro food, tapos biglang nag-lomi. And Sir Jeff, last.
Coffee.
Coffee, okay. Ngayon, would you rather have super sensitive taste buds? So, intense yung tasting experience nyo, or super sensitive hearing? Sir Gerard,
Hearing.
go.
Hearing.
Okay.
Oh,
Sir,
taste buds.
oh, yan. Taste buds.
Hearing.
Hearing and
Hearing.
hearing. Okay, so may isa tayong ditong taste buds. Bakit kaya? para sa pares. Okay, ngayon, if you were to promote your product on a TV show, what TV show would it be? Oh, Sir Gerard, go.
Showtime.
Showtime sa'yo. Sa akin, PBB.
Showtime. Showtime, tapos PBB. Oh, next. Sir Prince.
Sa akin mix.
Mix. Okay. And lastly, Sir Jeff. PBB rin. Tama. Tama. So, kuya, 2 points po para sa kanila. Ayan. So, 2 points po kay Sir Nico tsaka kay Sir Jeff. Okay. So, next. What's the hardest na you've ever worked?
Before the holiday.
Before the quarantine. Okay. And Sir Nico?
Mondays, gano'n.
Mondays, totoo. Sir Prince.
Same Monday.
Mondays. Sir Jeff, kayo din ba? Fridays naman. Holy Week! Grabe! Okay. Next question. What was the last song na you sang along to? As in, beat it level. So, Sir Gerard.
All Too Well by Taylor Swift.
All too well! Ako rin.
Swifty ka.
May pasample ba dyan? Meron ba?
Pasto. Sir Nico.
Oh, Sir Nico, go. Kayo naman.
Ako LSS ako sa Hatid by Ones. The Ones.
Ayan. Okay, Sir Prince.
Ako, kaka-play ko lang kanina nung driver's license.
Driver's license!
So,
Okay na po ba kayo? Matanong lang. Okay na po ba tayo dito? Pwede natin yan
hindi yung beat
pag-usapan.
kasi yung beat. Hindi niya
Okay.
maganda.
Answer, answer Jeff, kayo naman.
Kagabi lang naman eh. So,
Careless means
Okay.
Sinayaw mo din ba yan? Sinayaw mo.
Okay, next question na. So would you rather lose your sight or your memories? So sa memories, good and bad. So Sir Gerard, go.
Memories.
Memories.
Parang ano ka, regrets ka. Ako side na lang. Side.
Kaya kanina all too well, ngayon gusto niya niyang makalimot. Sana okay ka pa, Sir Gerard. Pag-usapan natin yan, ah. And Sir Nico,
Sa akin, side na lang. Side.
sight. Okay, Sir Prince.
Memory.
Memories. Memories din, Sir Jeff?
Memory din.
Memories. Okay. Ito na yung last na fast questions. Game. So, would you rather continue with your life or restart it completely? Oh, Sir Gerard,
Continue.
go.
Continue.
Continue.
Ako, continue. Happily married eh.
Yun.
Ayan! Congrats! Ayan. And Sir Jeff.
Time second emotion.
Ako naman hindi. Pumiyok pa eh.
Okay. So actually that's it. For everyone here, baka may gusto kayong closing message. If you want to promote your business or your socials, ganyan, pwede rin. So let's start with Sir Gerard again. Closing message na lang. And mga promos.
Shout
Yes.
out. As for wiring devices and tissue protection, so you can call me or email me from my contact details below. And we have a showroom here in Makati, Standard Charter 6788. So if you want to visit, pwede naman na, sir, no? We are open. And also we have different branches of our distributor. So in West Manila, they have also showrooms for Panasonic brand. So,
So for me, ano lang, so as you have seen, we are offering different types of solution. No? So if you will be interested, even there's no commitment, so we are not locking you up to basically use the brand, but we are inviting you to try at least. If you have problems with your building, kung merong masyadong malaki yung consumption nyo, so we will have a solution for that. If you want to feel more secure, especially sa mga bahay nyo, so we have our full solution for that. So for any requirements that you may encounter, we have actually a group of product or certain product that can cover those type of requirements or problems. So if you will be interested with our lineup, so very accessible kami sa Facebook, active kami with our Facebook accounts, and even just Google us, Panasonic Philippines, so you will see the different lineup of products that we have.
Yes. Okay. So thank you, Sir Nico. What about you, Sir Prince and Sir Jeff?
For me, for the controls and cooling solution, again, we have our new product, the 450 watts. Higher efficiency siya. And sooner, magkakaroon din kami ng mas higher wattage for 500 watts next year. And I myself, if ever may mga requirements po yung mga customers natin, nade-design din ako. So for the design, I can submit to you our ROI and design proposal as well. For our new product, new normal product rather, ito po siya, yung PNG, so portable Nano Ex. So ito po yung device na ginagamit to inhibit or to catch the viruses and other bacteria. So available po siya sa Shopee and Lazada, and din po sa mga dealers na nationwide. Then visit rin po yung Facebook page namin.
Okay. And Sir Jeff last.
Okay.
Panasonic LED, if you're looking for a safe and quality LEDs, choose Panasonic. So we have a wide range of LED lighting for residential and commercial, and as well as industrial, composed of professional and commodity. So kindly check our website for the product list as well as specifications, and check also our Facebook. You can email us to our website for your requirements to LEDs.
Okay, so once again, you guys, if you want to find all these products, all these services, you can visit their Facebook page. Very active nga naman sila. And you can also find it on Shopee and Lazada. And by the way, Sir Prince, na may inangat ka, nag-show and tell tayo dito. So, pwede ba i-open yung box para lang makita ng
Sige po,
viewers
unboxing.
natin? Opo,
Pamain.
so unboxing. Live selling ulit tayo ngayon, guys. Pamain na lang sa comment
Sige po.
section. Ayan.
Ayan, ito po yung PNG. So, ano lang siya. Plug and play. USB Type C cable. Ayan. So as you can see, ano lang siya, maliit lang siya, para lang siyang tumbler. Ayan. Then we have black and white for the color.
Yes.
Then ito po yung niya, yung pinaka front surface. Just push the button, then may energize na siya using the Type C USB cable. Yeah.
Okay. So you can find these again on Shopee and Lazada, no? Tama?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So ayan, ngayon i-announce natin ang winners for our giveaway ngayon. Pero kayo, would we know what these winners are receiving tonight? Ano yung prizes nila?
So, we will be giving 3 different prizes. Una is, wala bang drum roll?
Drum roll.
So we have UV lamp, portable UV lamp
Wow.
for sanitation. Then, second one is extension cord.
Ayan, kailangan yan.
Yes. Then the last one
Okay.
is yung pinresent ni Prince. So, sa mga lucky.
Ayan. So sa ating mga lucky winners, congratulations. At i-announce ko na kayo ngayon, okay? Ngayon. So thank you so much again for tuning in, for staying till the end, especially, and for actively commenting in the comment section. So congratulations to Art Pimentel, Shekinah Lasaka, and Renzo Lumanog. So guys, please don't forget to email Boulder Channel PH with your contact number and complete address. So ayan. Once again, to all our winners, please email boulderchannelph@gmail.com. So congratulations, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And syempre, thank you rin to Panasonic for being so generous. May pa-show and tell pa tayo dito, may pa-mind pa tayo dito, unboxing pa nga, 'di ba? So thank you so much again. Thank you, Sir Prince, Sir Jeff, Sir Gerard, and Sir Nico for your time and for, ayan, sobrang saya ng interview natin today. So thank you once again. Ayan. Now, before we close, ayan, thank you. So now, before we close, syempre for sponsorships and collaborations, if you want to feature your projects or your company, please email boulderchannelph@gmail.com. So ayan, thank you so much again, Panasonic Life Solutions, and to all of you here for joining us in this season of Curve TV. We hope na you enjoyed your experience as much as I did, and hopefully as much as our special guests did as well. Now, Curve TV will keep promoting and supporting your products and solutions because we believe in your products and the company. So, there you go. Ayan, tapos na siya. So, stay safe, everyone. Get an architect, get a contractor, get an engineer, get a designer, get ahead of the curve. Once again, I am Fiona Bacani on behalf of Architect Patch, and you've just watched a special Curve TV Bold Talk Season 3 finale with Panasonic. A better life, a better world. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.